Hey everybody, happy Saturday. This is Lisa from Scrapping Fancy. I'm here today to do a flip through by request of one of the tag books, accordion tag journal things that I've been making ever since I saw Heather from Ruby and Pearl XO, and I will link her channel down below. I saw her make a tag book and something clicked, and it just kind of became a thing for me. Nothing against traditional journals and binding and sewing everything in. I think it's awesome. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of talent. It takes a lot of patience, and it's just, I'm not sure why, but it's not my thing. Then you have to completely worry about whether or not you have an alligator mouth journal. And then that makes me feel like I can't put in whatever I want, and I want to put in whatever I want. And it just kind of like chokes me up creatively. So coming across this was kind of a big revelation, and I'm definitely in Heather's debt because of that. So I am coming on to do a flip through. I've had several requests to actually do a flip through of a tag book. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to do this one. It is available right now in my Etsy. And we'll just kind of talk about it as we go through it. I have several new subscribers, and I just want to say welcome and thank you for being here. So the first thing, I always tie ribbon around journals and make it really easy to untie it. So we're just going to untie it and lay it to the side. So once the ribbon's off, this is what the little tag book looks like. Let's just make sure we're in frame. Yep, seems okay. So it won't all show in the frame, I know that, but I'm gonna just kind of pull it so you kind of get an idea, and I'll just kind of move it through. I think that's kind of showing. And then I'm just gonna lay it down, and we'll start going panel by panel. Whoops, I moved the camera a little bit, you guys. I'm so sorry. I'm not particularly good at YouTube, and I'll be the first one to admit it. But I'm going to try my best. So that's that first little panel we looked at with the flower on it. And if we open it up, this is a panel. And anywhere you see a clip, it comes out. So that this is a little tag. It's decorated front and back, always, so that you can use it however you want. So you can take it out, or you can keep it in the journal under the clip. And of course, what's underneath is always decorated so that you don't end up with a plain, like, boring surface. So we'll just kind of go panel by panel and look at it. There's a clip, so that means this tag will come out. And it's decorated front and back. And then underneath you find like a little secret quote, which I love that about these. I love uncovering all the little surprises. And I love using the jump rings to bind the panels because I can hang all kinds of charms on them. And nothing that makes me happier than hanging charms on stuff. So just keep moving it over. And this is a pocket page because I like to do that too. And so whenever there's a pocket, there's a tag that comes out. And that's an embossed tag, so I didn't do anything to the back because then the polka dots aren't all covered up. So that just goes right back into its pocket. And again, there's room in here. You can tuck more stuff under the clips. You can tuck more stuff into the pockets. You can journal on your own piece of paper and tuck it in. I'm not particularly good at leaving a lot of journaling space. I'll be really honest about that. But I also feel like in these journals, with all the clips, the tucks, the pockets, you can write and tuck it in. So, hopefully that's something that you feel like you might like to do. I like the freedom that gives, that you can You can journal in this if you want to. But if you don't want to, or that's not what you're about when you get a journal, you don't have a lot of blank space where you absolutely have to journal, because otherwise it's just blank space. So there's a clip, so it means it comes out. And so here's a tag, decorated front and back. The panel's decorated. And then this just goes back under the clip, just like that. I'm going to see if I have to, yeah, I'm going to move over a little. I'm trying to keep the panel that we're looking at centered. And there's, of course, a little charm and another little charm. And, you know, the charms come off if they're bugging you. You don't like where they are. They're usually just attached with a bulb pin. So just pull it off and move it. It's your journal. Do whatever you want. So this next page, this is going to come out. There's a clip up here, so we know this comes out. This is decorated. This is a little French book page envelope, and it's got in it, I just put in some little ephemera for you. But, you know, there's plenty of room in the envelope to stick journaling in it. Little secret journaling envelope. And then this is just a vellum envelope with an Emily Dickinson quote in it. Let's just read it, because I love it. Not knowing when the dawn will come, I open every door. I love that idea. Let's keep all of our doors open. Let's be ready for the light. And that's decorated on the back, so it's not just plain on the back. It's a piece of embossed craft paper. Once again, you can add some journaling and stick it in that envelope. That is completely up to you. So that goes back under its clip with this right on top. Just like that. This panel, and now I can flip this, now I can flip this panel out because we have a little bit more room. We have yet one more panel. So this all together is a 7-panel journal. Is this one centered? Okay, there we are. So this is a pocket page with a clip. So I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to mess with it, but this will come out. There's 2 little pieces of ephemera in there for you. And then there's ephemera in the pocket. There is journaling space on the back of this tag. Look at that. I actually left journaling space. Wow. And then there's a piece here decorated on the back. But these are fairly loose in the pocket. So there's plenty of room to stick more stuff in the pocket, whatever you want to put in there. And then let's move over one more time. This is a cluster stack. It's held here by this clip. The clip comes off. This is decorated underneath. There's a little frame. And then this is a big, make sure I'm in frame. Yep, this is just a big cluster. You could journal there. You could journal there. Just like that. And then this is a cool, it's actually a little flat back button that I got from Stacy at the Paper Journal. I really like those. I wanted to try making those, and then I started looking at button makers, and I got a really clear idea of how expensive those are. So yeah, that was the end of that. So that's this side, the 7 panels of this side of the journal. So just so you get the idea, what we're gonna do is just bring it back together. Whoops, I pulled something with me from over there. So flip, 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 and flip. And there it is together again. We want to go look at the other sides though. So the little side went this way, so now it's going to go that way. And we're just going to pull it open one more time. Like that. And we'll start, I'm going to just hook that so it doesn't get bent. There. So we'll start, this is just some 49 and Market flowers on a polka dot stencil background. Just make sure that I'm in frame. Yep. And here we see the clip again. So we know that this comes out. Just a little journaling card. Look, journaling space. And it's decorated on the back. And it goes right back under the clip. So we'll move a little bit so that we stay in frame. There's a clip. So this tag comes out. And that's on just a tag on a piece of embossed paper, decorated on the back of the panel here. And that sticks right back in there. Let's keep in frame. We're gonna move over. And everything's gonna move. I'll be super honest. I'm in the middle of another project and I'll be doing a video and an announcement about that one. So I kept waiting till I had a clean surface in my craft room. I thought, oh, I'll finish it and then I'll have a super clean surface and I'll do a video, and kind of realized probably that was not ever gonna happen. So honestly, I just threw a big piece of muslin over all the stuff underneath it. So yeah, that's just a minute of honest disclosure there for you. So we're up to this panel. This is going to come out. This is just a little quote that's tucked under there. And then this piece with the bird. So this is actually just tucked under so that you could move that quote around if you wanted to. And that quote is made by one of my absolute favorite companies on Etsy for digital downloads. It's Night Owl Literary Press. Go check out their stuff. I'll put the link down below. Fantastic stuff. And here's the tag that goes on top, decorated on both sides. So you can always, and if you like the other side of the tag better, when you put it back in, just turn it over and clip on the side that you like. No problem with that either. Lots of flexibility with these and possibility, and I love that too. So let's continue to stay in frame. And here we are with the next piece. Clip on there, so that's going to come out. And this is just a little journaling stack. And once again, I did leave you some journaling space on the back of these two journaling cards. And I just kind of I liked the way they looked, like not perfectly stacked up. And this is a piece of handmade paper, and I just used my vintage typewriter to type a quote on here from one of my favorite, probably my favorite poet, actually, Jane Hirshfield. It says, "The silence spoke loudly of silence, and the rivers kept speaking of rivers and boulders and air." God, I love that. She's a marvelous poet. If you want to check her out or read any of her work, my favorite book of hers is probably The Lives of the Heart. If you want to start reading her, start somewhere, that's probably my favorite work of hers. So let's stay in frame and move over. Let me just, nice and centered. So this is a lace pocket. This is going to pull out. We just got a charm and some lace on there. And then on the back, this will pull out. Embossed paper, or no, that's just handmade paper on the back of that. So that's another piece of ephemera for you. And then this piece is also going to pull out, and it's decorated on the back. And those both just go right back under that lace kind of belly band there. And then this is the 7th panel on this side. This has a little tea-dyed muslin strip here with this rusty safety pin. And you can see that's the back of the other side where this clip was. So I think we have to move the clip a little bit. And then this all is going to come out. So that's decorated piece of embossed paper. This will pull out, this little card. And then there's a little tag here, plain on the back. So I actually did leave yet more journaling space. And then these go in here. So that's a pocket page. And this is just clipped to kind of just make sure it stays in place. Little tag tucks back in this pocket. And then also in this pocket, there's one more journaling card for you. So you could write there or you could write on the back. So it's a double pocket page. And that's the end of the tag book journal. I started doing ones that were just 3 panels and they've just kind of gone on. And I kind of want to just see how far I could take it, I guess. A whole clear, glorious life lies before you. That's my wish for everyone today. A whole clear, glorious life lying ahead of us. Thanks so much for watching my flip through. I really appreciate it so much. Let's flip this back together and I'll show you the last piece that comes with the tag book, and then I will leave you alone to have your day. There, it's all back together. As you can see, they're pretty sturdy. This is on chipboard, so it's a pretty sturdy format. It needs a little just putting back together, but I'll do that in a minute after we look at the ephemera pocket. So put that aside and make sure this is, yep, centered. So I made an ephemera, tea-dyed glassine bag full of ephemera for this too. Just so you could have the ephemera, but also just in case maybe you wanted to switch it out. So you could mix and match the ephemera that's inside. So we'll just take a look through this and we'll be done. I almost forgot about it. So this is just a little journaling card, front and back, that's clipped on there. I'm just going to go ahead and pull all this out of the bag. So what we have in here is a little snippet strip, decorated front and back, a tag. I guess that one's plain on the back in case you want to write on it. One more snippet strip, a little bit smaller one. So I kind of tried to make some various sizes if you wanted to be attaching these to different sizes of the panels in the journal. And then even shorter one, depending on, once again, where you want to attach it. If you want to swap out ephemera in the journal. Another tag. This is like a layered tag, so these pieces all move apart. This is watercolor paper, tea-dyed watercolor paper. And then this is one of my favorite things to do lately. This is just a safety pin with beads on it. I love doing that. And then one more tag. And this is just, I think this is wax, tea-dyed wax paper maybe, that's over this leaf on an embossed tag. And so it's just polka dots on the back if you wanted to write on it. So that's 2, 3, so 6, I guess kind of 7 pieces of ephemera in the bag, and then the journal as a set with the ribbon around it. And that's all listed in my shop right now, and I'll link that down below too. So thanks so much for watching. Like I said, in the next few days I will have another video coming with an announcement. And that announcement, hopefully what's going to be happening is that I will have a way to be making more videos and getting better at it and getting more natural at it. So once again, I so appreciate everybody that's subscribed to my channel. If you're just watching me for the first time and you don't want to miss the next video and the announcement, be sure you subscribe. If you hit the like button, that really helps me out too. And I just appreciate you guys all so much. I hope you have a great weekend and I wish you every blessing. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.